Coming up in the news, the city takes action to be prepared for brush fires as the state continues to experience extremely dry weather conditions. We'll have the detail. Plus, the annual tribute that Missouri City's finest pause to remember those that have given their all in the line of duty. And the Quail Valley Golf Course sets a new record. We'll tell you what milestone was reached on a recent weekend. Hello and thank you for watching In the News. I'm Bobby Bracken. As you can see, we're in another gorgeous neighborhood of the Show Me City. And speaking of which, Missouri City is taking proactive steps to help residents swat away mosquitoes. The city's Mosquito Control program is now underway with once-a-week sprayings on Thursday nights. It will continue until the first week of November. To help control the pesky populations, staff recommends that residents take these steps. Empty any containers that collect standing water. Clear away backyard clippings where mosquitoes can breed. Change water in bird baths and flower cuttings every few days. Clean drainage ditches of debris and weeds. Do not leave garbage can lids lying upside down, and do not allow water to collect in the bottom of garbage cans. For more information about mosquito control, visit MissouriCityTX.gov. And now the council wrap-up. Andrea Guy has the recap of some significant actions taken at City Council meetings.
We bring you highlights from the April 18th meeting. Council members approved an ordinance on the first of two readings that would prohibit anyone from operating or establishing an assisted living facility without a required state license in the city. It would also allow for the closure of an assisted living facility that's operating without the required state license and that poses an immediate threat to the health and safety of residents.
It adds, if you want to say, a tool in the toolbox of being able to make sure those group homes and assisted living facilities in the city, that we can do everything we can to have them take care of the residents they have in their homes to the maximum extent allowed by law.
Violators can be fined up to $500. Statewide, El Paso is the only other city in Texas that has a local license restriction law for assisted living facilities. In action that will affect a new Walmart on Highway 6, Council members approved an ordinance to expand the boundaries of Reinvestment Zone Number 2 to include portions of the rights-of-way of Vicksburg Boulevard and Lakeshore Harbor Boulevard. That change is needed because parts of the new supercenter between those two roads is not currently inside Reinvestment Zone Number 2. The expected increase in traffic will require new traffic signals at Lakeshore Harbor Boulevard and Highway 6 and at Lakeshore Harbor Boulevard and Vicksburg Boulevard. The reinvestment zone will be in effect for 5 years and may be renewed for successive periods of up to 5 years. In other action, City Council members approved the negotiation of an agreement for construction phase services at Highway 6 intersections. The Fort Bend County Mobility Bond Program will pay $1.76 million, or about 52% of the $2.5 million project. Improvements will include additional left turn lanes, dedicated right turn lanes, and new lights. Construction will take place at the same time as the continued installation of raised medians along Highway 6. And in an effort to make sure our area is protected during the extremely dry weather conditions, members approved the emergency purchase of a small fire truck that can maneuver off major roadways to fight brush and grass fires.
And our concerns is that if this does continue like it is, the drought reaches our area, we have experienced some similar conditions that they're having in other parts of the state. The state's just going to be overtaxed with resources.
And council members also made some community recognitions. Members applauded Abhay Divakaruni of Boy Scout Troop 659 for completing his Eagle Scout project. In November 2010, Abhay and 29 scouts and parents planted 70 trees at Stamo Park as part of a wetland reforestation project. And area resident Sam Magana was saluted for his recent induction into the Texas Rodeo Hall of Fame. Magana competed in several rodeo events, including bull riding, and was one of the first Hispanic cowboys to be sponsored by a major company. And winners of the 2011 Golden Tree Awards were recognized by the Parks and Recreation Department for their achievements in going green. TXU donated 10 trees for 5th Street Esplanades, sponsored and planted a tree grove at the Edible Arbor Trail, and donated gloves, lip balm, and LED nightlights to volunteers. Apache Foundation is the first business to receive this honor 2 years in a row. They have donated 795 trees during the last 3 years and also sponsored a mulberry tree grove at the Edible Arbor Trail. Kroger also sponsored a tree grove at the Edible Arbor Trail, and 6 volunteers from Kroger helped plant the persimmon grove there. And HEB Sienna promoted energy conservation in its business facility and operations, demonstrating leadership in green building by achieving LEED certification and using energy-reducing devices in heating and cooling systems. And that's your council wrap-up. You can find a summary of all the action the following day on the city's website at Council Connection.
Thank you, Andrea. Motorists traveling along Highway 6 near the Fort Bend Parkway will have some delays due to the work that will help alleviate traffic problems when it is completed in about 8 weeks. An additional continuous right turn lane is being added to Highway 6 northbound to the toll. During the construction, expect some traffic backups while the concrete is being poured in the area. The project will improve the flow of traffic in the area when completed. Thank you for your patience during the construction period. A reminder now to voters that the general election is set for May 14th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The winners will begin their 2-year terms after the city canvasses the returns of the general election. Residents who are registered to vote will cast ballots for candidates seeking election in City Council Districts A and D. To view May 14th polling locations, the boundaries of City Council districts, county voting precincts, and other election information, please go to Elections on the homepage at MissouriCityTX.gov. Mayor Alan Owen went back to class on Friday, April 15th to talk with local students about the ordinances that govern the Show Me City and to participate in Quail Valley Middle School's Gifted and Talented Academy that encourages students to draft bills that could be introduced at the state legislature. The students prepared for the event by participating in the annual legislative session. They researched the Student Code of Conduct and reviewed the Missouri City Charter and current issues. The students' bills were discussed and voted on during a mock legislative session. Owen evaluated the bills on their importance and effect on residents' lives. He also explained the process that cities follow to pass ordinances. Mayor Owen also talked about future efforts to continue to ensure the city remains one of the best places to live in the United States.
We want to get that economic mix right. We want to get our sales tax up. We want to get some employment base in the city. In other news, Missouri City's finest will soon be holding their annual Candlelight Vigil to honor officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice to protect residents here and across the nation. This year's ceremony will be held May 18th at 7 p.m. at Public Safety Headquarters, 3849 Cartwright Road. The ceremony is held during National Police Week, and the vigil will include a wreath laying and a 21-gun salute. Even though the Missouri City Police Department has been fortunate not to lose an officer in the line of duty, this important event is a chance for citizens and officers to pay tribute to the fallen officers. And to stay up to date on the police department's effort to fight crime, check out the city website. You can view the following communication tools. Features include tracking crime, under quick links, a tool that allows residents to access a free crime database called Raids Online and monitor crime. It allows you to track all types of crime. For example, you can select a date range, click the map tab, and then zoom in on a neighborhood or take a broader view of the city. Residents can also call the tip line at 281-403-5868 and join Citizens on Patrol by clicking on Tracking Crime and choose Crime Mapping. Once the Raids map loads, residents can click on the Join Citizens on Patrol button and complete the form. Several exciting volunteer opportunities are now available for citizens to assist with projects. The city's new volunteer program lets you share your time and talents on projects ranging from public safety initiatives to keeping our city clean and green, to parks projects that help beautify green spaces.
There will also be a chance to serve during emergency situations, helping to distribute critical information and supplies that can protect and save citizens. To get involved, call 281-403-8532. Quail Valley Golf Course has set a new record with an amazing number of rounds of golf played during the second weekend in April. The total of 820 rounds of golf were played during that weekend, with 870 rounds on the third weekend in April. For more information on the golf course, you can visit golfquailvalley.com or call 281-403-5910. And don't forget to sample great food at the grill on Community Night, the fourth Friday of each month. For reservations, please call 281-403-8519. We leave you now with a view from the course as some golfers enjoy Quail Valley Golf Course on a recent sunny day. Thank you for watching In the News.